Hi YouTube and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about practicing in 12 keys and why it's so important. When I was in college, I used to practice tunes in the keys that I thought were the original keys. Sometimes I was right, sometimes I wasn't. But it wasn't until I started practicing things in all 12 keys that I realized just how important it is to get that fluidity on the horn. You know, sometimes I'd be playing on a song and then there would be an A flat minor 7, D flat 7 on it, and I'd kind of cramp up and I'd wait for that chord to pass before it went on to the easier part of the tune. So as soon as I started practicing in all 12 keys, I noticed that I wasn't afraid of chord changes anymore. And practicing in all 12 keys really gave me the fluidity that I needed. Oh, excuse me, my mic stand is slipping a little bit here. Ugh. I have this, I'm borrowing an RCA microphone here, and it sounds really great, but it's so heavy. So you're going to be hearing my sax through that today, just for fun. So I'm just gonna play a little ditty in all 12 keys, just a little, maybe like even a little lick in all 12 keys, and you can see how that might give you some flexibility in playing chord changes. This is going to be like on a 2-5. I'm just going to make this up right now. Make sure when you're doing this, you go to the extremes of your horn. You know, if you're practicing altissimo, this is a good time to incorporate those registers or that register in your horn. You want to play all the way down to the bottom. Like I'll play a few extreme examples here. How's that for fun? I know. I need to work on it. Especially up there. I always discover new fingerings, and then I start over again with my altissimo register. So practicing in all 12 keys is important for not only just fluidity on the horn, but your ability to be hired by musicians who don't play in the songs in the keys that you practice them in. For example, with a vocalist, sometimes vocalists will change, or frequently vocalists will change the key of songs to suit their vocal register. You know, you might find yourself playing Autumn Leaves in something like C sharp minor, just for fun. I don't know. And being able to play the tune in that key. You don't necessarily have to learn every tune in every key, but it's important to practice transposing tunes and being able to hear things in their in the key that they're being played, and just like have a sense of where the tune is going. Now, for practicing this, I really recommend playing the Jamie Aebersolds that go through the tunes in all 12 keys. You know, there's the Giant Steps Aebersold, and then there's the tune-up Aebersold. Sometimes I even take a play along track and I put it into something like Amazing Slow Downer, Transcribe. I usually use AnyTune, and it will let you transpose the tune up or down as many half steps as you want. Sometimes it sounds a little funny, but you know, there's nothing like practicing rhythm changes in concert E to really, really get your chops in shape. So I'm going to play rhythm changes in E just for fun, and we're going to see how my material, this mic keeps on falling down. It's crazy. It's so heavy. I'm going to see how well I can do it. I try to practice it frequently so that I know all my vocabulary. You know, in rhythm changes you have 3, 6, 2, 5s, and you modulate to the 4, and then on the bridge you have all the dominant chords. So that's all really good practice, and it carries beyond just the tune that you're practicing. You know, when you practice groups of chords, whenever you see a new tune that has those groups of chords, you can apply all that material. You've heard it. It's internalized. So here we go. I'm just gonna play a little a cappella sax on rhythm changes in concert E major. Let's see how this goes. How about that right there? That was kind of an adventure. Always work to be done. Whenever you feel like you're getting better and you're starting to feel kind of cocky, maybe try playing a tune in a key, maybe a tritone away from where it is. See where you really are. You know, hopefully you always have something to learn, and if you don't, maybe you're not looking in the right places to learn. You know, I think it's great to show off your playing both polished and unpolished. Being willing to own what you need to work on is pretty important. I am certainly not perfect. I have a lot of work to do, and the more I learn and the more I hear in my playing, the more I realize just how much I think I suck. You know, the more our ears develop, we can hear the nuances in an intonation, in timbre, in, you know, we can hear the phrasing of something, vocabulary. Did something land well or did it not land well at all? And I'm going to be listening back to this live stream and picking apart what I played, because I haven't really played my horn that much today. And I know that Dick Oates is a huge supporter of the idea of being able to step off a tour bus and play Cherokee in all 12 keys at a burnin' tempo. Because to be a professional jazz saxophonist, you have to be able to do that if you want to hang. And when you're not practicing all the time and you're not practicing in all 12 keys all the time, you won't be able to do that. I don't know if I'd be able to do that right now. You know, I've had my moments where I was practicing Cherokee in all 12 keys, but can you practice 12 keys long enough and fast enough that you could do it at any moment for the rest of your life, even if you never touched your horn again until you were on the bandstand? That's always something to strive for, and I'll continue striving for it. You know, saxophone is a tricky instrument. Any instrument is a tricky instrument. If you start learning it well enough, it's kind of ironic. The better you learn an instrument, the more you realize how much there is to learn about it and how challenging it actually is. I hope you got some value out of this. More than anything, I just want to kind of nudge people towards 12 key practicing simply because it's a really good idea. And my playing went from here to here in a matter of months. You know, I would, any lick that I liked, anything, a solo I liked. At one point I knew Charlie Parker's solo on Anthropology in all 12 keys because I was obsessed with 12 keys, and it paid off in ways that I can't even describe. It just took my playing to another level. And if you want to be serious, 12 keys is the way to go. It's gonna suck for a while. It's really gonna suck for a while, but do it. You will be glad you did it, because at the other side of that is this fluency and fluidity in keys, and it won't ever bother you again. Now, I may not be as polished as I was when I was practicing 12 keys religiously, but I don't get scared when I see chord changes. I don't fear tunes in weird keys anymore. It doesn't sway my decision. My mood sways my decision more than the key sways my decision. So I think you'll find that some of these keys that are quote unquote harder are actually some really pretty keys. You know, the key of E is beautiful. The key of F sharp is beautiful. All of it is really beautiful, and the nuances of different keys can kind of sparkle. You know, there's that Horace Silver tune Strollin', which is in the key of D flat, and I just love that key. It's really hard swinging, and you don't hear a lot of tunes in those keys. So food for thought. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If you get any value out of this video, please like it, and if you want more content, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.